that time, we were the music scene alone. Now people are trying to write their own songs, but at that time, we basically just got sort of put down for attempting to write our own songs.
So you either play covers and play in a bar and play what people want to hear, or you enter talent shows, battle the bands, and play your own songs and come in last place. So we decided to do that and write our own songs.
Yeah, you know, and we also like stuff like Echo and the Bunnymen and the Teardrop Explodes and all those English early '80s. You know, I was into the Cure and
Joy Division.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I think that was like sort of the second big wave of inspiration after what we listened to when we were really, really young, and then
like Pink Floyd, Beatles, Rolling Stones, Kinks.
And then that all came about, and I think that was the next big push to really start writing our own songs and to form this group
and to have new wave haircuts.
Together, but then what does that mean? Just another place to hang around. Those eyes fill me up with longing, taking over my life. Look at me like I can't do a thing. Do you want to tell me how much it is you need, or are you saying you would rather be alone? Do you want to tell me how you're scared of taking down a heart beside your own? Uptight from time to time, is it something or the state of your mind, or is it simply the way it is? Upset small wonder why, well the kinds of what you want to know why make it that much harder just to live. Do you want to tell me how much it is you need me, or are you saying you would rather be alone? Do you want to tell me how when you're around me you're scared of taking down a heart beside your own? Countdown until the time we're together, but then what does that mean? Just another place to lose my pride. Those eyes that lead the way to a price despite being harder to pay, guarantees that I'll be satisfied. Do you want to tell me how much it is you need me, or are you saying you would rather be alone? Do you want to tell me how
in two directions. We went acoustic, and we also did a lot more rock stuff, you know, harder edge stuff. It's just more varied. That's what we wanted to do, is something with, you know, the sides of the band just like pushed way out.
Wake up, I don't know where I've been, and then I'll start over again. You should have told me a lie. I'll tell you why. I don't know what's going through my head.
And if you produced it, how'd you get hooked up with him?
Well, we wanted to work with him through, he used to scold in Palomino's records in the past. We thought they sounded really good, and we liked that sound, you know, his 70s sound. He really is good at that.
Yeah, real sort of purity, real, you know, his production isn't based on technology, it's based on like musical cohesiveness. Everything has to fit and everything has to make sense, and you know, his albums are always sequenced well and everything. So, you know, that's what really attracted us to his work. You know, there's a timeless quality about what he does. The records could have been made, you know, like in 1971, or could have been made in 1989, but they always sound good. Whatever year you're going to stick it in, it always sounds good.
Hours of hiding spent apart, the wall was all we'd share. About the closest you could get, about all I would bear. Don't tell me all the things I wasn't could have made this big a difference to all the things you are. Years of listening, taking in, to one day take away from all the guilt and pity I could barely keep at bay. Don't tell me all the things I wasn't could have made this big a difference to all the things you are. Time apart, I've realized my name's the most we share. But unlike you, there's no way I could spend forever there. Don't tell me all the things I wasn't would have made this big a difference to all the things you are.
Most times we would have picked completely different songs for singles, and like our biggest song off the last record, you know, All the Things I Wasn't, that was our biggest song, and none of us thought that should be a single. We went, no way, this is the biggest mistake ever, and we were going, oh God, and it's the biggest song we've ever had.
Coming over mountains that pale beside the wall between us now, since I refuse to play along. It's always been another to do the damage you live every day, and leave you cursing for escape. Each day I see a ball and chain grow a little more ingrained, and watch your cornered pain saying nothing's gonna change. Why is the world so damn unkind, or one so righteous in her mind? The sun won't rise and shine, will you never find your peace of mind. Shit to conquer, to feel alone while so-called friends don't fold. Ignore the pain that's not their own. Each day I see the ball and chain grow a little more ingrained, and watch the corner pain saying nothing's gonna change. The sun won't rise and shine. Will you never find your peace of mind? Coming over mountains to feel the tension hiding in these walls, and see all trace of spirit fall. My father couldn't bother, now he's back to find his place again. Sorry, but the book's been burned. Each day I see a ball and chain grow a little more ingrained, and watch the corner pain saying nothing's gonna change. So righteous in her mind, the sun won't rise and shine. Will you never find your peace of mind? Your peace of mind. Your peace of
He's so majorly relaxing, it's unbelievable. You know, you can't help it. You go in the studio and all that tension when you first start a record, that first day you sit down and this machine starts, you just panic. You can't, the first days are right off every time. But he's like, you know, we walked in and it was great. It was so easy and so mellow and just really productive.
He kept us sedated. We were only making a record, I guess, so, you know, that's the way he looks at it.
Yeah.
Just making a record, not operating on brains or anything.
At the time, you know, he'd just done that Dukes of the Stratosphere. Well, he hadn't just done it, but he'd done the Dukes of the Stratosphere. But anyway, we were really into that album. You know, I think collectively we were all into that.
That was a big selling point. We really liked the sound of that record. We thought it was great. As opposed to the Let's Active records and House of Freaks records he did, we thought that the Dukes of Stratosphere one was really great. More of how we could envision ourselves sounding, perhaps, you know, some of the sounds and the instrumentation and stuff. That was the great thing about making this record as opposed to the last one. Like, you were never ever, you know, sort of holding back on an idea or anything. It was like, well, what do you want to do? Oh, let's try and, you know, play this through a telephone or something, you know, and he'd try it just to see how it would sound. So
yeah, Vince played Mellotron and stuff like that.
Mellotron?
Yeah, it's this huge rack of tape. It looks like a loom.
It's all mechanical, and the tape gets dragged over a head. It's like an 8-track head, and there's 32 of them. And you push down the keys, and it grabs the tape and drags it across the head. So it's really archaic, but you know, nothing sounds like it.
Been far too long. You know I've never been a friend. You can't see a thing. The more I try to let you know. So don't ask what's wrong. I'll tell you all the same things again. I'll tell you all the same things again. I'll tell you all the same things again. You may be right. I don't wanna see you tonight. So don't call
second album, the end of our second album, is we started directing our own videos. Because up to that point, we had come up with all the concepts anyway, and we thought, well, why don't we just go carry it all the way through? So we started directing our own videos. On our last record, we did them all. And then when it came around to this one, we thought, well, let's bring somebody else in just because we didn't want to repeat ourselves.
Why did you go with Curtis?
It was a great reel that he had.
Yeah, we liked his videos.
We liked it, so basically that's it.
And we met him, and
Yeah.
he'd done his homework. Him and the cameraman, you know, they'd really done their homework, and they had what we thought seemed to be an interesting concept for the video. So we said, yeah, let's give it a try.
So basically, I think it's
Oh, okay.
and then just utilize it wherever it feels natural. The PA will bring up as close as we can, and we'll give you as loud a PA as possible.
It's about misunderstandings in a lot of ways, if you will. I mean, I hate to use the word misunderstanding. It's basically about. See, I hate to say what it's about because it's not really about certain things. So if I would hate to have someone think that oh, this song is about this, you know, because it's not really just about that. It's about this and that. When everyone thinks that everything is at odds, blah 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 blah, and basically it's all nice and happy in the end. So
Yeah.
well, that's the story of the song. It's happy in the end.
So the video will express that?
Oh, yeah, word for word. Word for word.
Perfect.
There are times when all is wrong, and no one knows whose side you're on. It's not too clear to me. Everyone sees what they see, but I don't see you listening to me. It's not too clear to me. I've heard you talk of everything, and I'm not trying to disagree. And all I know is I'll be there, and I will care. Sometimes it's like I'm not, but I am here. Try looking up today. Try looking a new way. It's all right here for you. I've heard you talk of everything, and I'm not trying to disagree. And all I know is I'll be there, and I will care. Sometimes broke my spine, and then I thought that it was my vision. Then I saw you swimming by my side. Then I saw you look at me inside. You can't take me. You can't make me. You know I feel like a sea. Like a sea. Caught a fish so strange it looked to me like I've seen fishing. He grabbed my line and pulled me in and stuck the hook right through my skin. Fishing. Oh, then I saw you swimming by my side. Then I saw you look at me inside. You can't take me. You can't make me. You know I feel like a sea. Like a sea. You know I feel like a sea. You know I feel like a sea. Like a sea, like a sea, like a sea, like a sea,
Is that it? Is the video over now?
Yeah, this is it. That's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. And I'm going to take these guys out for a big dinner.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.